Yo, what's up guys? My name is Kazim Daniels, aka Wonder, and this is how I light up my scene from looking like this to this. Wonder. Now let me shock you. For my key light and my fill light, I've been using a torchlight. Don't tell anybody. Okay, just kidding. I've got these amazing torchlights I recently got my hands on. The cool thing about lighting is there are no strict rules. It's all about trying things out. So for this video, I decided to brighten things up with two torchlights I found at the store. I walk into the store and discover two fantastic torchlights. I asked the storekeeper if I could check them out, and to my surprise, I love how gentle they are when turned on. The brightness level is actually something I can make use of. One other cool thing is the control feature that lets me adjust the brightness as I need. But here's the surprise, they aren't your regular torchlights. These babies come with a USB Type-B cable so you can charge them while they are still on. I don't see them as ordinary torchlights, they are superheroes of lighting. Instantly, I made a transfer and I told her I need these two lights. I paid for both lights and these are the lights that I'm using today. Now your pocket might not be flamboyant enough to get certain light gadgets due to financial constraints. You can actually improvise. Make do with whatever you have, practicalize, and just find your way around it. You don't even have to wait till you have the money. Now, when the money comes to get these lights, you can go purchase them. So we're going to be starting with a key light, which is your primary source. After setting up our key light, we will proceed to adding a fill light. I began by attaching the flashlight to my tripod, using the tripod as a stand. This is me just improvising. After tightening it up, you can see the flashlight can be turned, making it easy to point the light wherever you want. So I positioned my key lights at a 45-degree angle to the side and slightly above the subject, thereby creating that flattery and natural look. This angle allows the light to create shadows that add dimension to the subject's features, highlighting contours and providing a sense of depth. This has minimized that harsh shadows and produced a soft, appealing illumination. Experimenting with the height and angle can further refine the lighting to suit the specific characteristics of your subject and the desired mood of the scene. Think of the key light as the main character in your video's lighting story. It's the star of the show, ensuring your main focus steals the spotlight. You're in control. Move it, brighten it, soften it up, and bam! Your video is all set to sparkle. This is actually cool for the side of the face that it's lighting. While being cool, it has kind of introduced shadows on the opposite side, thereby creating this cinematic look. If we were to be shooting a movie now, this would have been a very dope shot. So to help reduce the shadows that are created from the key light, we'll be introducing the fill light. The fill light is like the sidekick to your main light. It helps to even out shadows on your face, making things look smooth and natural. It's like a friendly companion that works with the main light to keep your video looking balanced and pleasing to the eye. So introducing the fill light now, you will notice that the image quality is way better than what it was when we had only the key light. That is what the fill light does. It removes the shadow or reduces the shadow depending on what you want, the kind of feel you want to create. But let the brightness level not be too much. Play with it and ensure that it is not too harsh for the camera. The best way to position the fill light is generally on the opposite side of the key light. These will help to soften the shadows created by the main light source, which is the key light. This placement provides balanced illumination, reducing harsh shadows and creating a more pleasing and natural look on the subject. Experimenting with angles and intensities will help you find the perfect position for your fill light based on the desired mood and style of your video. Now for this shot, I've decided to make the shot have a little bit of shadow, just to create a bit of cinematic look. So if you notice, the intensity of the key light is way higher than the one of the fill light. Why? Because I still need that little bit of shadow. I don't want it to have the same feel as the key light. So I was able to tweak the fill light a little bit so the density is not as much as the key light, creating a little bit of shadow from this end. Now the image is better exposed than what it was when it was just the key light. Next, we're going to be adding what is known as the rim light. Now think of the rim light as the secret ingredient that makes you stand out in your videos. It's like a soft halo around you, separating you from the background. This cool trick adds more depth and makes you look polished on camera. So for the rim light, I won't be using the rim light, but I'll show you how it works. This is an RGB light I got a few months ago, and I'll be using let me turn it on. Now this light is supposed to be placed higher up around my head to create this rim around my head and my shoulder.
Place the rim light behind and slightly to the side of your subject to create a subtle outline, separating them from the background. This adds depth and visual interest, enhancing the overall professional look of your video. Experiment with angles and intensity for the desired effect.
This is awesome because it makes your image less flat and more 3D, adding depth to it. Now that we have the key light, the fill light and the rim light, the only thing left now is practicals. Now practicals are like your regular lights such as lamp, room lighting. They give a comfy real life vibe to your video, making it look more natural. Imagine lamps or regular light you have around you. Those are practicals. They are the friendly lights that make your video look cozy and real. They add a touch of warmth and authenticity to your scene.
I started by adding some RGB lights I got a while ago. The first one I placed on top of my monitor speaker. The second one I'll be using was positioned behind the speaker to create that aesthetic in the background. I placed the blue RGB light stick on the floor facing up for a cool effect. Additionally, I added another RGB light set to my favorite color, purple, under my table to create a warm background. I then turned on my TV to further enhance the beauty, casting a dim light to avoid an empty space. I turned on my laptop screen and my keyboard RGB. I then placed another small RGB behind the laptop screen to add that beautiful background effect. Now you can see how beautiful and cool the background looks. That's the magic of practicals. Don't forget, good lighting combines key, fill, rim, and practical lights, with each serving a specific purpose. Experimenting with various light sources and adjusting color and direction enhances creativity, resulting in a well-balanced and visually pleasing outcome.
My name is Kazim Daniels, aka Wonder, and this is my simple lighting setup. And that's a wrap for this video. I hope you picked up something useful. If you will be trying out these tricks in your video, let me know in the comment section. Thanks a bunch for watching. And before you go, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notification, and stay awesome.